everybody.
Hi, everyone. It's me, and Cal, although she won't be talking a lot this episode because, well, she used to have 2 teeth, and then they got removed,
I used to have 4 teeth.
and then they
I'm
got
missing
removed.
4 teeth.
So don't say she doesn't love you, people, because here we are, still doing the episode. And it's gonna be a little different, because we did watch the episode like we always do, but because she can't talk without the possibility of intense pain and bleeding, she's nodding right now.
I'm Neo.
She's Neo. You see, it's still RWBY related. So we basically wrote down all of her opinions beforehand, so I'll be talking for 2 people, so if it seems like I'm schizophrenic, that's why. Alright, so first thing we see is that we go to Mengerie?
Menagerie.
Menagerie. I always forget it. And we see lots of different faunists, and Cal actually went ahead and wrote down every single type of faunus she saw. Like, we saw rabbits, which I mean isn't too new with Velvet, cats, dogs, lions, ponies, lizards. Lizards was especially strange because we had never seen faunus that weren't mammals before. So to see lizards, that was pretty interesting. We've seen ones with horns, gray skin, patches, bears, and a wolf and a fox.
That was a lizard that had little horns.
Yeah, the lizard. It was hard to tell, but we think it's a lizard. Yeah. Other thing I noticed, so they step out the boat and they immediately go into Menagerie, and Sun keeps complaining about it being crowded, which I guess they're trying to get the point that they pushed all the faunus into a small cramped area, which we'll explain later, but at the same time, you lived in a city. Like, usually they tend to be cramped. That's all I had to say. Oh, with that, and the character designs were really, like, well put together. Like, you see there's a lot of care with all the different types of faunus, like their clothing. It was all very unique. It was just fun I think we rewatched that scene, like, once or twice, just to absorb everything that was in the background. Characters were also really diverse in, like, skin color and obviously what they're... So you really get the feeling that it's a very eclectic society, where they literally just people from all around the world were pushed into one small corner. Blake also seems kind of upset about the idea of Menagerie, while Sun seems very happy. It's like, oh, no one judges people for being faunus here. He's really excited. I think he mentions how he'd never seen that many faunus in one spot before. Well, Blake seems to see what it is and that it's okay, but really they've ghettoized all these faunus into one location, which she definitely doesn't appreciate. She also talks about how Menagerie isn't the most hospitable place, she said 2/3 of it were a desert that's incredibly inhospitable due to its wildlife and its danger. We also see some mountains there, so you see it's not the most a friendly place to live.
I'm just gonna jump in the little I can talk. But Crow mentions how mountains are good natural barriers against the grim, so obviously, like, the grassy part, like, the good part is before the mountains, and I'm guessing the sand would be past the mountains.
Yeah, valley civilizations. They're helpful. Next we learn, soon, there's a bit of a reveal, something I did not see coming at all. We're on top of sort of the hill, and they look around, and you see the mountains, and they say, okay, where do you live? Sun's, like, pointing out a bunch of crappy spots, and then he points right down into the center of the valley. You see, like, sort of a castle, essentially. And so that's when we learn Blake is a princess, except not really. She's just the daughter of a chief. But, still a princess. Gaira? Gaira. And also...
Like Pyrrha.
Yes, and also something we knew that I did not think they would do, but they did, is the 2 faunus that you see with Blake and Yang in the boat. Blake and Sun, wrong blonde, in the beginning, in the OP, they are in fact Blake's parents. We meet them, Blake's parents, the woman who's also another cat faunus, and the bear, you assume, faunus that we just mentioned.
Bear, they're both cats.
Oh, I thought he was... Oh, well, I missed the cat
ears.
ears.
Both cats.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, I don't think he had cat ears.
No.
We don't know what he is.
I think he's a bear, and he looks particularly bear-like.
The mom's name is Callie.
Callie, that's what it was, yeah.
Or something. But I was saying, I kind of expected it because they kind of pulled a Pocahontas, like, she's the chief of the like she's the chief's daughter and everything, so that technically makes her a princess. I didn't think that he would rule over Mengerie, but thoughts did come across sometimes where I was like, oh, you know, it'd be cool if Blake's dad was the leader of the White Fang or something, haha. You know?
Also, and she's not the leader of the White Fang, but he was at one point.
That's what I mean. He
Yeah.
was, but now he's the village chief of Mengerie.
But we'll get to that later. At first, Blake and Mother share sort of an awkward embrace, but then you see the mother smile, and they are obviously very happy to see their daughter come back. They make no mention of how she joined the White Fang and left, so we don't know if that's a touchy subject or not for the family. But
Oh, we know what she
well, yeah, we know why, I guess. Blake's son and her parents sit down for tea and talk. They talk about the fail. I mean, I guess it was a fail. The fall of Vale. And Blake makes no mention of Team RWBY during that entire time, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, cry. I cry as well. Her dad says he knew she'd be fine. And son says she should see his daughter in action, which they take as an innuendo. And it sort of sputters down very quickly into son having to talk about how he did not, in fact, mean it like that. And Blake's mom is just like, I like him. Which really kind of... And Blake is adamant that that's not the case. So it's the death of Black Sun, okay? I won't allow Black Sun. Also, Blake mentioned that Sun just followed her home. So she really... You get the sense that she's really not into it. So that was your shipping update. Black Sun isn't going to happen. I really hope it doesn't. I like seeing how Blake isn't all that into, like... And this is Cal. Isn't all into that, into Sun. And Sun has now, like, fully admitted that he likes Blake in a way. I mean, kind of, really. He still seems like he doesn't want to admit that out loud. Like it was a mistake. But basically, she says she is not at all. And doesn't blush or anything. She's just like, oh god, Sun thinks I'm hot. And
Because he says that she's above average attractive.
yes. So that happened. It was all very awkward. I like it. Okay, so then there's a knock on the door. And we are greeted by the other two Faunus. The ones in the hoods that we see in the beginning and the opening. And it is revealed that they're White Fang officials. We quickly realize that these White Fang may not be the same as Adam's White Fang. They say that they're sort of a peaceful organization. There's branches of the White Fang, like Adam runs the Vale branch. Presumably there's one for Atlas and all other areas. They say that Adam was working outside of the official, which the leader of the White Fang's international branch, I suppose, is called Sienna Khan.
So they call Adam a splinter group.
Yes.
That he's gone away from the true purpose of the White Fang.
We also learned that Blake's dad used to be the leader of the White Fang before he took office as sort of like the chief. So now we understand where Blake probably got involved with the White Fang. Maybe she got introduced with like a non-violent branch of the White Fang until she got into the more violent aspects of it. Two more things we have to mention is that Daddy Belladonna, or whatever you want to call him, when he was discussing with the two new Faunists, he mentioned how they want him to come over to see how they're going to punish Adam for what he did. And then these new Faunists also tell Daddy Belladonna that Adam was bringing Grimm into the attack on Vale and the Fall of Beacon, how they didn't actually realize that that was happening.
They basically say they're going to make a list of recommendations to punish the people that were with Adam, but now we know they're spies.
Yeah, so they're actually spies for Adam, which makes me wonder, is Sienna Khan violent like Adam, or is she, but we don't really know if she is violent or is she just hiding it. Adam is only running the Vale branch, and we can assume that there are mini leaders for Vacuo, Minstrel, and all the other kingdoms. It seems like Sienna controls those leaders. We don't know how big the Vale portion is, but let's say for now Sienna controls at least Atlas, Minstrel, and Vacuo. If those two spies work for Adam, Vale and Mengerie are corrupted. Let's say Sienna only controls 50% of the White Fang now because of Adam, and the two Mengerie representatives turning bad. So it's entirely possible that Sienna will have the good half of the White Fang and Adam will have the bad half of the White Fang, and Blake might join Sienna with fighting the good half. Fighting the bad half, rather. But that still all remains to be seen. We really don't know if SiennaCon is good. Anyways, the episode...
Oh, shit.
What?
Remember how Broski from Salem's team is supposed to go meet Sienna?
Yeah?
But Sienna is all bad.
The guy that was in Salem's, we don't have to know his name, but the guy
Hazel.
who was... Hazel, yes. Hazel from Salem's group is going to talk to SiennaCon, so probably SiennaCon is in fact bad.
No.
You look absolutely distraught. Anyways.
I know, because that wasn't written down or anything, guys. That was like my actual live
I forgot about that too,
reaction.
because I remember that's when we first heard about SiennaCon.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I just hurt my teeth making that realization.
I saw it. You looked half astounded and half in pain.
I know.
Anyways, the episode ends with Tyrion being kind of rapey, as he asked the barmaid that we saw in last episode, the one who flirts with Crow.
He licks his lips.
Yeah, he licks his lips a lot. I don't like that. If he could get information about something, probably RWBY. And you mentioned here on the paper, he licks his lips! 3 exclamation marks. Tyrion is creepy, but the voice actor is doing a really good performance. I agree. And so, final thoughts. I think the episode was really good. I felt like it was a lot of build-up, but it was also build-up to the concept of, a giant White Fang rebellion, and also the fight with Tyrion and RWBY, which they've been hyping since the very beginning. So I'm excited about that. Cal's opinion is that it was really short. I guess it was. They're starting to feel shorter and shorter. But I feel like it was filler. It didn't make me bored. It was a good fill chapter. I also love.
It was good pie filling.
Yes. Also love Blake, so that helped. And the info we got was valuable, I'll agree, for theory making, which I know you love and keeps you thinking. I wouldn't call it filler, because filler implies that it's just nothing. Or just it's nothing, but there's a lot. There's good exposition, good world building.
Good filler.
Yeah, when it's good filler, it's exposition.
Like how Mars bars are filled with that stuff in the middle. It's the
nougat.
Same thing. Yeah.
Cal learned what nougat was today.
Cal's high on painkillers.
Cal's high on painkillers, everyone. So anyways, this is me gonna do the outro now. Anyways, thanks for you guys for watching. I know this wasn't really normally how we do things. I understand how you have to listen to my voice, which I apologize for. Remember to like this video, because YouTube is changing that likes are more important than views now.
It's algorithm.
It's algorithm. I've heard that. The algorithm, comments or all this stuff.
So
don't screw us, YouTube.
Really matter.
Comments and likes really matter, so like the video.
Really
matter. You see, I can't talk. If you want to support us, give us a like. We'll always appreciate that. If you miss Cal, comment down below, and she'll answer your comments, because her mouth may not work, but her fingers still do. That was an innuendo. I feel like I just made a sun innuendo there. Anyways.
I think one of my stitches just fell out because of Hunter's innuendo, because I
really?
burst out laughing.
Anyways. Cal will reply to every comment, and I mean every comment you leave. So if you want to talk to her, and if you want to talk to her talking for me, always do it.
Well, guys, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to hurt myself. But next week is my birthday, and I have a couple. What is this? I have Jackbox Party Pack, which means that if you guys come into the live stream, you'll be able to play with us. I will probably be here for the entire day, and we're going to be playing a bunch of different games, like Town of Salem, Don't Starve Together, the stuff that is in the party pack, Minecraft, whatever you guys have that's multiplayer and is relatively free, I will probably play with you guys. Hunter may not be here all day, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Jackbox thing. Thank you for Hunter for doing this episode, because I've been having trouble with my teeth, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can barely move my jaw right now. So everybody give a hand. I know Hunter can't hear you clapping, but make sure to show some appreciation for Hunter, because he did sit here with me while I wrote out basically everything I wanted to say. And yeah, so if you guys want to come to my birthday party, we're gonna do a live stream next Saturday. I think that's it. So do you want to say goodbye?
Bye!